Hello, folks. Hello, folks. Want to know that I'm here. And I'm going to be in the dark. We are doing a special edition tonight of for Monday Night Football. I think this is the last Monday night game of the season. So I'm in the dark. So I'm going to put that picture back up. And we're going to have hopefully some guests come on. We have some waiting in the wings. Going to do a little review of last week. This game turned into tonight's Cleveland at Pittsburgh game turned into a little bit of a not so important game. It's important for Pittsburgh. They're in the wild card. Cleveland, I think, has been eliminated, and we can talk about the production, watching the game. And I'm not going to show any of it because I did that once and it got taken off the air. So. I'm going to we have Lou on, and there's Lou.
Good evening. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. How'd your Saints do this weekend?
They won. They're still in the race for that final playoff position. It's all going to depend on the outcome of, I think, the Rams game coming up.
Oh, for
yeah, they've got to win their last game against Atlanta, and who was it? San Francisco has to lose.
right.
If that's the case, then they backdoor in.
So here we go. Playoff picture for the NFC. Do I have here's the NFC. And wild card. Saints in the hunt.
Yep.
8-8. Let me see.
It's going to be tough, but they could do it. They need a little help.
Oh, goodness. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, so they are let's see, they're in the hunt for the wild card.
Yep.
And yeah, they beat Atlanta. No, Buffalo played Atlanta. Who'd they beat this weekend?
We beat whatchamacallit, Carolina. Panthers.
Oh yeah. And I took the Saints. I thought
Yeah.
I think the Panthers are having such a bad season.
Yes.
You know, Camden. Oh, so just to let you guys know, watching the game. I don't know if you're watching the game, Lou.
No, I'm not.
So this is my tonight. I want to do like commentary as the show's going on.
That's fine.
On the game because we did that once on a Thursday night, and and it was a pass, and it wasn't. It was a very long Roethlisberger pass, but it was not interference because it was a little overthrown. It was a little tapping, but he really had no chance at the thing. You know, lose an old school like me, and you're not watching the game, but you'll know what I'm talking about. You know how now linemen on the offense, they before they set, one guy, the center is pointing at this guy, and that guy's pointing at this open, and the quarterback's pointing to cover the hole. You know, that never used to happen. They used to huddle and get up to the line, right?
And freeze, yeah.
And freeze. And now they're just pointing and pointing. It's like they know what they're doing, and meanwhile they don't know what they're doing because anything could happen.
Well, they're trying to get the defense to draw offside. That's the bottom line.
I think bottom line, that's what they're trying to do, right? So let's see. So the Saints, wow, they've got to.
They've got to win, first of all. Saints have to win. They have to beat Atlanta.
Is there one game left or two games? This
one
is
game.
Old.
One more weekend.
Did NFL.com not update the? Maybe that's not NFL.com. Let me go to NFL.com because got to get some updated standings here. That was old. Here, playoff picture. Here we go. And let's go to the
NFC
conference.
Excuse me.
What the friggin' lead? Okay, the NFC here. I don't like this layout they got. You know, I want to see a playoff picture. That's what. Oh, here we go. Playoff picture. Here we go. All right. So, where's the playoff picture?
It's coming.
Oh my God. All right. Oh, they got the whole thing here. So playoff berth in the hunt, the 49ers, San Francisco, on the bubble, the Saints. So they
Yeah,
need, how could they be 8-8? Are they only playing 17 games? I thought they're playing 18. They're playing 17 games?
17. They went up
Oh,
with
okay.
one game.
Okay, so then that was right before. So then they need, so they must, if they're in the bubble, that must mean that they beat the 49ers if they played them, or
I don't think we played them.
no,
Oh,
these
wait a
teams
minute.
would be on the outside looking in
Need
because
to
I
check
didn't.
on that.
Oh, and a blocked defensive lineman on Baker Mayfield, overrated Baker Mayfield. So
Let me check that.
that's got to click the game. Let's see. Restart. So let's see. There we go. It's going. Okay, so there we go. Show is on, and oh, did you look to see? I got to open up my
I'm
schedule. I
looking.
didn't. I didn't open my schedule yet, and I'll see. I got everything written down. Baker Mayfield back to pass. Oh, and he's slammed down in the backfield. It's it's so weird because again, I wish you were watching.
The Saints
So
did beat 49ers, by the way, back in
they
November.
did. They
Yeah.
did. Okay, so that puts them. Oh, and a flag on the play. What's it going to be after the sack? Is it going to be defensive or offensive? Illegal motion on the offense, of course, decline, and the sack stands. And the guy, of course, had to celebrate and run all over the place for
How did
that.
you like the take this job and shove it move on Sunday?
You know, I only watched it tonight. I heard about it and I was
Yeah.
reading it, but I didn't read. And so, yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit. Might be able to play it because people have their own. Like, there's what is it? It's people have renegade video from the stadium.
Yeah.
So,
YouTube, probably.
yeah, and so I'm in the dark. So that was pretty wild. Did you
Yeah.
watch the game, or you just saw the
Didn't watch the
highlights?
game. I was watching the Saints game.
Yeah. So I
And I
don't know
saw it in the,
exactly what happened. I'm hearing different things. What did you
I
hear?
was told he was asked to go in the game and he said he wouldn't because he was injured. And he got into a verbal with the head coach.
Right.
And he basically told the head coach to stick it, took off his shirt, tossed it in the stands, and walked off. That's the bottom line.
And I wonder if the coach said if he was injured or anything because
He did not say that. He just addressed the post game with he's no longer a member of the team. He was asked to leave.
right, right.
So I don't.
These guys, they don't know. I mean, even if he was injured, just go out there and run to your speed. If you can't
Yep.
run all the way, don't run all the way. But you're getting paid
Yep.
a lot of money. It's the only sport where people could. It's only job where
Yeah.
people could fail and still have their job or not show up or something.
That's
And just,
true.
you know what I mean? Like a normal job and a normal person cannot do that. And
Nope. You or I, it would be goodbye.
right, you can't. You just simply can't do that. And so, and I heard, he has kind of a rough personality anyway. But he's gonna, when he goes broke is when he's gonna feel it. He's gonna feel
Yeah.
it when he goes broke because
Chances are
if
that's going to happen.
who's gonna pick him up? He's gonna go the way of Colin Kaepernick. It's not whether
Yeah, but
someone's
it's not with him. It's not a race thing.
no, but still, it's behaviors
It's behavior.
that are
Yes,
causing them to keep them away.
you're
Like they
right.
don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal. Like if Kaepernick says, "I want to come back and I just want to play football," probably a good chance he'll come back.
Yeah.
But no one could trust him. You can't trust the guy.
No.
Like no one wants. I was listening to something today about movies and features of movies, and they're not as they think that, especially with streaming, they're not as good. They're not as popular. And there's
Hmm.
so much lecturing going on now and politics going on. People don't want to see that.
Well,
You turn on
we were kidding, but Mel Brooks couldn't make Blazing Saddles today.
right, right. And that would be a tragedy because it's such a
Yeah,
great movie,
yeah,
and and it was still poignant. It made its point.
yeah,
It kind of faced racism in that movie,
yeah,
but people would look at it as a different way.
yeah.
So, um,
Absolutely.
yeah, people don't like. I'm even annoyed at seeing the social messages on helmets. I just don't want to see it. I want to see the game. I don't tune in to be told how to think or live my life. I want to watch a football game. I want to watch a
Well,
basketball game. You know,
you're in the minority.
yeah, yeah. Well, wait. Did you
At
say
least
Amit?
let's preface that you're the
Yeah,
old school minority.
yeah. But I believe that I'm in the majority, though. I think the majority of
I,
people don't want to
I
see that
think caving to the social innuendo and stuff is what's killing it.
killing it,
You're right.
killing it.
Why just leave football alone? Leave baseball alone.
Leave it alone.
I mean,
Leave it alone.
Chief
It's
Wahoo has always been the Cleveland Indians, and
right,
it's sometimes
no,
ridiculous.
and no one's
And I'm
looking
as
at that.
liberal, and you know me, I'm as
Yeah,
liberal as they come.
right, right. And no one's looking at that stuff. No one's
No,
trying to, it's just if they want to make an issue. You know what the latest trend is this year? I don't know. Maybe it was last year too. When a guy gets a first down, he's got to like do this thing. He's got
oh
to get
yeah,
up and do the pointing. And I was watching
but
highlights of a game a couple weeks ago, and a team was like 20 seconds left in the game, and a guy gets a first down, and he gets up and is grandstanding,
yeah,
and they yell at him then to get back to the line because they need to make a play.
yeah,
And that's how they're so ingrained with conforming to things
yeah.
that they're not individuals, and they do.
What bothers me is this: they have a good play and they're celebrating like it's the second coming, and
Oh,
they're down by 30 points.
right, right.
What are they celebrating
A
for?
guy the steel guy, when he made that sack, he ran like 30 yards down the field,
Well,
like he's in the jungle.
have you noticed the thing that we've created, we being the media of
Yeah,
television? They now have the handheld or the steady cam at the end zone, and they all, after a score or a play, all run to that camera and
right,
show up. We created that.
right, right. And you know what? You're right. I like the celebrations, but I don't like them running to the camera and playing to the camera. Like,
Yeah.
don't play to the camera. If you want to dance in the end zone, dance in the end zone, do your thing. And I love watching the dancing. I love watching
Oh,
celebrating.
I
I'm a
love the
big
great
fan.
reaction, but
Yeah.
this is staged.
Yeah, I don't like when and sometimes what they do is when
It's
they
the
get to,
whole lot,
especially when,
it's the whole 11 guys.
oh, when the defender makes an interception and scores, and they do. I
Hmm.
love that though. When they go in the end zone, they
Yeah,
circle, they do. But
yeah.
when they go to the camera and look at the camera, that I don't like.
They search it
That's
out now. They search out that camera now.
yeah. And well, and also it's these stadiums have these huge scoreboards, so they could watch everything they do. They probably They could be running downfield and seeing if there's a defender trailing them.
Yeah.
You
And
know, it's
they could probably have the playbacks conform to what the head coach wants to see.
right.
So he
Oh,
can
right.
use it as a possible challenge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And oh,
Because you know what they say, home cooking's best. They're not gonna get those replays on the jumbo vision in the visiting arena.
right, right. No. So this game is like if Pittsburgh's trying to get a playoff spot, they're in bad shape. They're not playing well.
No, but I
Cleveland,
would
I
love
think
to see
turned.
Cleveland do it.
Cleveland's out of the playoffs, but they were
But you want to
disappointing
see
me.
them
I
win.
thought,
They've had such a drought. It's been unbelievable.
yeah. Let me take a look at the Cleveland drought. Cleveland.
Has not made the playoffs.
So they started out. They went 3-1. They lost the first game. They won 3 in a row. Oh, Pittsburgh guy just goes through his hands. He should have had that. Roethlisberger's got to be hitting himself. He probably wants to hit the guy. That ball was right in the defender's hand.
We had one, Bob. We had a chest shot yesterday. Ball
Yeah.
was thrown pinpoint right to the guy's chest, and he caught it before he should have, and it bounced off his chest.
Oh, probably hit his
Incomplete.
shoulder pad or something. But so Cleveland won 3. Then they lost. they had a very up and down season. They lost the last two games, and it's too bad. I thought they were just going to do better. And Baker Mayfield, I guess, what is he in his second year or something, or
Third, I think, third year.
third year? And
Oh, yeah. Yep, it's third year.
he, you wonder. Like I didn't look at the depth of teams too much this year, but I bet you it takes one good lineman, one good receiver, or you got to have a good D back somewhere. Oh, so the court let's see, they get the runner, the receiver. The steal is the Browns guy's holding his shoe, pulls his shoe off, and flings it down the field. And he gets an unsportsmanlike conduct, and the coach is walking around going, "What are you thinking? What are you thinking?"
They don't.
They don't.
They may be making them bigger, but not necessarily brighter.
No. And I guess they're in the emotion of the thing. They're in this heated emotion, but they do some stupid things. So I was watching the Giants game yesterday. First play of the game. First play for the Giants, this third string quarterback. He goes back, and I see the replay. He doesn't even look when he's hiking the ball. Doesn't even look at the line. The right defensive end is wide open. There's no one guarding him. Nobody. Okay. He gets hammered, fumbles the ball on the first play. The Giants got hammered.
Yeah.
And like the quarterback, I guess it's so hard. I don't know what happens to these guys when they leave college. They can't make the pros. It's probably that one little step quicker. Every player is better and faster on the defense. So you have that less time to throw the ball, but you got to look at the line. I mean, some of these players are just not smart. They're not smart.
On a personal note, the general manager of the Giants and I grew up in the same neighborhood, and I think he'll be gone this year.
Pittsburgh Steelers 0 first half touchdowns in the last 5 games. That's pretty bad. Yes. I'm going to get back to what you said, but I just wanted to read. That's a good stat to see. Like 0, and because they're on the up, and they break the streak and they score a touchdown. They were on the 6 or the 5.
So they're going to be up 7-zip. Okay.
Yeah. So
how much time did the drive take?
They're in the second quarter. It wasn't
already in second.
Yeah, with a lot of punting going on, and Roethlisberger. I think this is his last game at Pittsburgh, unless they make the playoffs. I think he's retiring, and he has not built a good team. Even it doesn't matter. Daniel Jones didn't play that well. Even if he was in, it doesn't matter. So he did. What's his name? What's the guy's name?
Dave Gettleman.
And what's his experience that he would have been a GM?
He was GM at the Panthers. He was GM. He's been at 3 GM positions. Right. That's been it. Right. No coaching experience. No hands-on coaching.
I agree. I'll get back. I agree with Eric because I was going to say Billy White Shoes Johnson when he was dancing. I loved watching that dancing in the end zone with Billy White.
And the same thing with the refrigerator, Perry.
Yeah. What did he do?
He'd chuck and jive in the end zone. He'd roll his shoulders.
Right. Yeah, he was. I just love that. I love. There we go. We got a little of that going on, and then so then the Cincinnati game yesterday. Well, we're in a break. We're in a commercial. The Cincinnati game. I don't know if you saw that. I'm pretty sure it was Cincinnati. So it's 4th and goal. Tie score with like 55 seconds left. 4th and goal. He's like on the 2 or the 3. Chooses to go for a touchdown instead of the field goal. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Like seriously? You're going for a touchdown. Is your lack of confidence in your defense so great that you think you can't hold a team for 45 seconds from scoring? Like, even if it's a field goal, but so they go for the touchdown. It's a penalty. It's called back, so there's now like 50 seconds left. They don't get it, and then it's a penalty. Then they go for it again, and the announcers were shocked that he went for it again. Like, I don't know if you saw it, but it's tie score. It's 31-31. 50 or 45 seconds left.
Yeah.
And, they're showing a cheesesteak sandwich on Monday Night Football, probably from a restaurant in Pittsburgh. I love when they do.
Did you see the turducken from New? Oh, you didn't see it. They talked about Madden's passing yesterday, and it was here in New Orleans where he was introduced to the turducken.
Right.
So they had one. They did a session just coming out of halftime. They had a turducken to eat in the booth.
Right.
And they were talking about it.
Right. That's yeah. There we go. Now I'm hungry.
Now I'm hungry.
Good. We like that.
Yeah, it was a nice big turducken.
Right. So what I didn't get then. Okay, then there's like another penalty or something, and it's oh no, I know what it is. It's half to the goal. It was like pass interference when he couldn't even get the ball. They move it half to the goal.
Okay.
And he goes for it again. And then he gets hurt. The quarterback gets hurt. Who's the Cincinnati quarterback? Bowser or something, whatever his name is. And
he was with Shannon.
Yeah, right. And so they pull him out. They put in the second stringer who takes a knee, and they kick a field goal. But why are you just not kicking? Why are you just not kicking the field goal?
How much time was on the clock?
40 seconds. But now they let it run down. But they had it. It was fourth and goal. But think about it. It's fourth and goal.
Yeah.
And this is it. You don't make the field goal or a touchdown. The other team gets the ball, even if it's 40 seconds.
And that's probably what they were thinking of, and they weren't thinking of that, I should say.
But how do you just not go for the field goal and win the game? I don't get that call. It was a problem. And again, that's a call to be
confidence in the kicker.
Lack of confidence, but it would have been a 19-yard field goal. That could be the only reason, but I can't see Cincinnati having a bad kicker. I can't see the Bengals having a bad. And 19 yards is a gimme. That's easier than
should be. Yeah,
that's easier than an extra point. So that was just a Mayfield throwing it into the defensive lineman's hand, knocks it down. Loudermilk. His name is Loudermilk. That sounds like Loudermilk sounds like the name of like a cow being, milked.
As the udders are being pulled, it's louder.
Yeah, exactly. So, the Steel, and you got to give Steeler fans credit. It's cold there, and they all got their faces painted.
Did they have snow? They were part of that storm out of the Northeast.
Yeah, no, it's a clean field. Buffalo was a 3rd and 9 at the 25. They went unbelievable play. 3rd and 9. Mayfield drops back, has no one to throw it to, throws it to the guy behind the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 9. And the guy drops the ball, which is probably better anyway. Let's see what happens here. And then the lineman, what's happened? Does he push Mayfield? Bad. No, he didn't push him enough. But you know what? I am not a fan of the Monday Night Football crew, the producing. I think the directing is good. I do not like the producing at all.
I don't know who it is.
And it's a change. I think it's a new crew this year, but I don't like it. I've seen some very questionable things from that. So, and here's a punt return, and he's up to the 35 and down to the 37.
Excuse me.
That's right. You got a mute button over there.
No, I don't. No.
It's funny. Like if you think about it,
yes, I do.
You know how announcers have the mute button?
Yep.
They got to be really quick with that thing. I mean, it's right in front of them.
Yeah.
But when they do talk back to you or they got to sneeze, they got to be quick on that mute.
Yep.
So now we got a Popeyes. I talked about it the last show. I don't know if you saw that one, but so Trevor Lawrence was on a Subway commercial, and like, if anyone shouldn't deserve a commercial, it's Trevor Lawrence.
Is that the one that says, "Hey, I'm Brady"?
No, I don't know what it's. I just saw it, like I was watching it, but no, he was eating a Subway. But I'm pretty sure it was like to the stoners of the NFL fans, because why else would anybody watch that? Right. So all right, so it's good. We have a good crowd going here, and I was hoping I did some last minute invites on this. And
how many tune-ins you have so far?
I don't know. So they're on and off. But we've hit, like, on replays, we've hit some good, and like 50 people. And
your basic crew, by the way, I want to compliment you. They are pretty good with knowledge of what they're doing. Richie,
they're phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah. I sit back and listen. I enjoy. Casey is great. Casey does her homework.
She's great. She's great. And you know what?
Julio is good.
You know what? If I could find that, Julio's good. They're also, and Remy is amazing.
Remy is good. She's surprised.
So much knowledge.
Yeah.
And let me see. I think I have a Casey. Let's see if I got a video on her. She did.
The one for 17 the other night.
Yeah, and she did one on Roethlisberger, and I gotta see if I could find that. And I just took everything off from the last show, but I want to see if I have it. I can get that in there. No, darn it. I'm going to find it. Okay, so Ben Roethlisberger tonight, average time to throw 2 seconds. I don't get into like those kind of analytics on football. That doesn't do anything for me, because if you don't have a they showed 2 seconds, and then he throws the ball for another short screenplay for a 1-yard loss.
I do have a mute switch. I knew I had a mute switch.
There you go. I knew it.
There we go.
Right, there we go. Where is this case? Oh man, I know I have it somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I'm such a dope sometimes when I do things. Is it movies?
Meanwhile, you were in Vegas for New Year's?
I was doing a college basketball game.
Okay.
And it didn't get canceled, which was good. So many have gotten canceled. And then I'm going this week to San Diego for
that's a drive.
Well, yeah, I'm coming from Florida.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going from Florida, and then I'm on a Super Bowl special show with NBC during Super Bowl week. Yeah, that should be fun. It's like my
make sure your flight's good going to San Diego.
Well,
they've canceled so many flights. You got to have some backup.
I'm going to tell you what happened. If I could, find this friggin'. I want to find this.
You find it when we go off tonight.
Exactly. I want to find the one she did on Roethlisberger, because I like that they do stuff. They send stuff in, and I love what they do. And
well, it's only as good as the contributors. So.
Right, and I'm telling you, the knowledge that they have just surprises me. It's unbelievable.
It surprises me because trust me,
right?
They run rivers around me.
Sometimes I just take myself off and let them talk.
Let them talk. Exactly.
Let them talk, because they know more than, and that's the whole idea of sports gluttons. It's, it's fans don't need to be lectured by people on, athletes who you see every week. And, here we go. Come on. Let me see if I can get that in there. Where is this? Oh no. drag it to the desktop. There we go. And now I'm going to hopefully get this in. I don't know if it's going to work. Give Casey a little
plug.
Yeah, she puts out every time. It's great. So here we go. And it was about and I'm only putting it on because now
it's relevant.
It's relevant. There's a Roethlisberger thing, and it didn't take. Come on, why did it take? Come on, take.
Well, let me check a Pelicans score while you're doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got why is it not taking? Oh, I think it's too big. It's too big. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I could add this into another stream. And I'm going to put it in here. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now I got to share it and make sure there's. I'm going to share it and make sure there is.
I'm back.
Oh, look at this. I can share a video file. This is going to work. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Let's see if this works. All right, ready? Here we go.
I've never been a fan of Ben Roethlisberger. I can't separate his off-the-field behavior from his on-the-field performance. And at the beginning of this season, when I saw him play, I thought he should have retired already. However, against the Titans, I watched him bring back the Steelers for a come-from-behind victory. And I thought to myself, oh boy, it's December, Ben Roethlisberger's playing well, and if they make the playoffs, I'd hate to be an AFC team to have to face him and Najee Harris in bad weather.
Yeah, that was precisely
very good observation. And I agree, like, when that stuff went on with him, I mean, he straightened himself out.
Yeah.
But these guys make bonehead moves. It's like the Jacksonville Jaguars coach at the bar and Roethlisberger and his issues and Antonio Brown and my wife talks about that these people are so blessed to have what they have.
Tell me about it.
And to do stupid things.
Yeah.
And
what's sad is they'll be broke by the time they're 30.
Right. And these guys, they're especially like Antonio, what's his name? And I used to like watching. They had a commercial for Friday Night ESPN basketball. I used to like LeBron. I don't like watching him anymore. There's something about the guy
He rubs you the wrong way.
Yeah, he's become arrogant, and Kobe was humble. Yep. Jordan was humble. All the older guys were humble. He's not humble.
I wish I could give you that. I got a great Kobe video if I could give you. Oh, I got to see. I do some research on it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And, I
was the tease for when the Lakers were at New Orleans.
Right.
Kobe's coming in the building and I needed to ask him a question. And I know him because we drafted him in Charlotte. And I'm walking and I turned to him. I asked him the question. He looks at me and says, "Can you do that?" I go, "Yeah, I'll get it. I'll have it for you at your post-game presser." And the whole bit. Next thing I know, I'm looking at the tees going to L.A. That is Lou Schumann walking into the arena with, who is that? Oh, wait, we know him, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, the announcer, that's what he said?
Yeah.
And a Pittsburgh interception on Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that would be cool to show. I would love to see that. Put that on there. We could put that on there. And you think Baker Mayfield is overrated?
Do I think Baker Mayfield is overrated? No, I think he is pretty much level-headed. I think it's the press that overrated him.
Yeah, that was a bad interception. The guy was, let's see, play it. You know what? I got to give the defender it was a terrible pass. It was a great interception. It was a wobbly pass. It wasn't a bullet. I think that's the difference between some of these guys at these great quarterbacks is, they've learned to, like, Brady yesterday threw some like a lob pass that was just like art. It was beautiful. And even though they came back against the Jets, it just showed the Jets are so bad. Like, that's how bad they are. And here's a Roethlisberger bomb with the ref in the way, and it was overthrown. That was an overthrown pass. So, I think being down to the Jets by so much is a flaw. That's a weakness. That's something, because if they hit a playoff game and they're down, he's good at coming back in the last couple minutes, but not by 14. That's not going to happen. Come back by 14 is that's just he was lucky that he was playing the Jets because they're just such a bad team.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, you did? You found it?
I think I found it. I sent it via Messenger.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get that. That would be awesome. Let's see if I could get that. Oh, you know what? It might take time. Is it a big file?
It shouldn't be. Wait a minute. I think I sent you the still.
Oh, I didn't see anything.
It said it went through.
Oh, it did? You sent it on?
Let me see what number I sent it to. Hang on.
You sent it on Facebook or text?
No, on Messenger, Facebook Messenger.
Okay, let me see if I got something here. Oh, here we go. I think this is the still. I can show the still, but if you want to do the...
Yeah, I got to see if I can find the tease from Mark Shaw.
Oh, from New Orleans. Oh, from the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, let me see if I can get that picture in there. That would be kind of cool if I could get that picture. And hi, folks, stay with us. So we got people watching on YouTube. We got, here we go.
This is turning into a potpourri.
What do you mean?
A little bit of everything.
Oh, yeah, this one was because I want to just like really comment on the game and have, because in playoffs, plus I have to travel Thursday. So playoffs, I really want to, unless I'm working a game, let me see if I could add this overlay here. Okay, I can't do it that way. I can do it this way.
And the one I just sent you is for all the Cowboy haters.
Okay, I gotta, oh, here we go.
Oh, you Cowboy fans out there, that's for you.
Let's see if I could share. Let's see if I can get this on there. All right. Let's see if I can share this part of the screen. Oop. There we go. Share screen. Window. Here we go. There we go. Did it come on? No,
nope.
It didn't. Oh, here we go. There we go.
That's me with Kobe.
There we go. Oh, you know what? I should have lightened it up a little bit. Should use some of my editing skills. And let's see if I can do that.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. A little bit of a dark picture, but that's cool though. He was, you know what? I don't think
he was so approachable.
Yeah, I don't think he was outgoing as like Jordan, but he was kind of friendly. Oh, Steeler guy McLeod hammered at the 4 after we're receiving that pass. So that's a cool picture there.
Yeah, that's
a cool. Let me see if I get that other one. Photo. That none of those girls look like you, Lou.
I know, it's just a spoof on the Cowboys.
Oh, okay, let's see if we can get that one down there. Yeah, so Pittsburgh back where they were before. They're on the 4. They scored from the 6 before. Now they're on the 4. Back to Roethlisberger. He's back to pass. And an awful pass, which it could have been interference because the defender was all over him, but the pass was so far ahead of the guy.
Did the guy not run the right route?
I don't. You know what? That's a good question because he got tangled up with the defender, and even like when they call the play now, the people in the huddle, they're all over the place. They don't even. It's like no. I used to love those old huddles where they get around the circle. It's just that was football. That was football.
And if you'll notice in the broadcast now, they're relying more and more on Spider, the aerial camera.
I like that sometimes. That was a pass. Who are you? I don't know who Roethlisberger. He's throwing his hands up. It was such a terrible pass. It was overthrown. He throws it from the. Let's see. He's standing back at the 10.
Yeah.
And he's trying to call for he throws it like into this almost to the stands. It was such a bad pass. Oh, and the defender tripped over his own guy, and now he's on the floor, and he's hurt. And oh boy, that's not a good one. They're moving his ankle and his knee, and the players are standing around him. I guess they're all trying to feel bonded, even though it's such a losing team. They got nothing going for them.
What can I say?
Right. And Cleveland defensive secondary injury again. Yeah. Again. So I think Eric went to the Dolphins game this weekend, which was a complete. Wait, where did they play? Wait a second. Miami? Because they got killed.
Yep.
And I took them. They played. Oh, no, they played at Tennessee. Maybe this weekend. Oh, wait, no, they played. What am I looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at. Miami. Played Tennessee, and they got destroyed.
Patriots, 50 points.
Against Jacksonville, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a look at Jacksonville. Is like what a horrible team. That's their 8th loss in a row.
Yeah.
And they lost, they lost big games, 30-10 to the 49ers, 37-7 to the Rams, 20-0 to Tennessee, gave up 30 to, I don't even see who they played on that one. And then they got, I don't know. What do you think of Trevor Lawrence? What do you think?
I don't
either. Some people think like he's young, he's just playing with a bad team, but I think,
he's been given the opportunities.
I think so. I think he makes bad passes. I think he's had open guys and he makes bad passes. So that alone tells me he's not that good. I don't think he's going to be making this comeback where let me see if I got the maybe that was a problem. Oh boy, maybe that was a problem. Let's see. Wait. So I'm gonna go back, and I know I like this is weird. I like the way I do this with but I want to see if
You looking for me? Were you looking for me? Oh, okay. The what?
This.
Oh, God.
Amelia has a snake around.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to get no one to join tonight. Join tonight's show. Let's see. Join tonight's show. On now. Let's see if I get anyone on. There we go. All right, we'll see if we get anyone else on the show. Okay, so back to the show. All righty, so let's see. Are we in halftime? No, we're not in halftime. I wish this was a more important game. I mean, it means something for Pittsburgh, but it's like, they're not really a good team. Pittsburgh, Cleveland's not that good, and
they're gambling when they make the schedule at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Because unlike like the NBA, if they don't want a game, they'll dump it and put a couple of contenders in.
Yeah, I wish they would do that more. Like this year, the last few years, they finally they would only schedule 2 games, maybe 3 on a Thursday.
Yeah.
But it didn't give them a lot of options to switch games.
Nope.
So here we go. We got a Trevor Lawrence. Not much support for Trevor Lawrence. Wonder how. See again. So my point is, he's had open men. Okay, Baker Mayfield. There's a stat: 1 for 10, 4 batted, 3 dropped. That's tough. The batted is his fault.
The drops are not his fault.
The drops are not his fault. So, poor guy. Like, I think if I had an option, if I had a good team and I needed a quarterback, I'd go for Baker Mayfield before I'd go for Trevor Lawrence.
I agree.
I would, let's see. Let me see. You need a quarterback. Need a QB. Oh, shoot. That's not. If you need a QB, do you take Trevor Lawrence or Baker Mayfield? Let's see. Comment in comments section. Let's see. Scroll and add and show. There we go. See what happens there. You need a new comment. Boy, it's tough running a whole production by yourself, Lou.
Yeah, well, welcome to the new broadcast world.
Yeah, right. Right. There's a lot of opportunity. Like in the beginning, this is the software I used in the beginning of the whole thing. I really, it's the most stable platform. And okay, Steelers road to the playoffs. Win tonight versus Brown. Win Sunday at Ravens, Baltimore. Colts lose, loss at Jaguars Sunday.
Which probably won't happen.
Won't happen. So they got no shot. They got no shot. So, let's see if we have any more comments there. So that's it. And let me see. Let's look at that playoff picture here. Let's see what matchups. We're not going to see any matchups yet, but let's see what we got here. NFL playoff picture. Here we go. So there we go. Let's do some play. Let's have some fun here with this. Let's share screen. And I hope everybody can comment on this. And I'm going to put up playoff picture, share, and put it in. Here we go. All right. So Mayfield back to pass, being chased, spinning around, being chased. There was a play the other day. I forgot what team it was. I forgot what game I was watching. The quarterback is getting chased to the sideline. So I guess he's out of the zone, and he literally just tosses it out of bounds. And to me, I don't care what the rule is. That's illegal. That's intentional grounding.
Yeah.
It's not, but
if there's no receivers within 10 feet, it should be.
Absolutely. It was just such an obvious. So, here's the thing. I took the Dolphins over the Titans. I thought that, they were like 7 wins in a row or something. And it was really a bad call because Tennessee's fighting for first place, and they were a first place team. Even the Dolphins are having a good half a year. They're not a first place team. And I should have went with Tennessee. It kind of killed me. It knocked me out of the poll. So, of my pool. And so, you could see the Titans over here. Yeah. Followed by the Chiefs, who I think that was a very bad loss.
Yes, it was.
They lost this. That's the one that lost to Cincinnati, right?
Yep.
So that was a bad loss for them because they just needed to show something stronger. And,
they were making a statement for the postseason, which they didn't.
Right. So any team I feel could win the Super Bowl. I just, someone could have a bad game in the playoffs. And so let's see who's on the cusp here. You got the Colts, the Chargers, and the Raiders. Steelers are out. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
It's between the Colts, Chargers, and Raiders. How many wild card teams make it? One or two?
One, I believe.
One? No, it can't. Let me see.
Four,
Raiders. No, it can't be because it's got to be two. No, is it? How many?
Well, stop and think. You got two playing in each division.
Right.
Then two more playing in the next round. Bringing, I think it's, I don't know.
Oh, you know what I bet you is? I bet you it's two and they play.
Yeah.
And then the loser plays.
Somebody has a bye.
Right. Teams in NFL against there are only about the rules of game says how many teams in NFL? Let's see, make it to the playoffs. Oh God.
3 wild card teams.
3? The best ever record.
Thank you, Eric.
It's 4 Division winners. Wait a second. It says
3 and 1 bye.
All division winners make the playoffs. 2 best teams by record in each conference that do not win their division also make the playoffs. Of what? So there are 4 division winners and 2 wild cards make the playoffs. According to him, but according to this, when I'm reading, it's 2. How many teams will make? I want to get a second source. Because now we have one. We have Eric saying 3. Another. It's friggin'. I hate these things that come up. That's. The wild card round. First round of the playoffs. Each conference division champion with the best regular season record is awarded a bye. And the 4 division champions seeded by the team. Come on, give me a.
There'll be 14 teams this year, first time.
Really?
Yep. Used to be 12. This year it's 14. 14-team playoffs.
Where are you reading that?
NFL. Where is this here? Sporting News.
Oh, let's see.
A total of 14 teams will make the NFL playoffs. The 6 from each conference. Now 7 teams, the AFC, and 7 from the NFC will make the postseason.
Wow, 7. NFL playoff bracket. I'm reading a total of 14 teams will make the playoffs.
Correct.
Right? So that
7
means...
and 7.
Okay, so let me see. I want to get wide open receiver for Cleveland. And okay, wild card games January 15th through the 17th. Let's see. Well, I don't like this. I don't like how that went. Let's see playoff bracket explained. The NFL made a critical decision about its postseason format before 2020. Instead of 12 teams, 14. So now I want to see how it works. It does have some key differences than the 12-team playoffs. Okay. Total 4 teams. 7 teams from AFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the AFC, if they were to have the playoffs now, the 3 wild card spots would be New England, Indianapolis, and the Chargers. In the NFC, what do they got here? They don't have it. They just had the air. Oh, okay. It would be Arizona, San Francisco, and Philadelphia, but that's as of today. It all could change on Sunday.
So then is the wild card? Let me see. So they're saying the wild card is Philadelphia is for AFC, Baltimore, New England, and Indianapolis. Let me see if that's right. Baltimore, England, New England. Oh, okay. Baltimore,
New England, Indianapolis, and the Chargers are wild card.
Chargers. So why do they have the Ravens? Oh, that was probably before. Okay, so all right. So the way it works, from what I'm reading, is we got a lot of comments going on. Let's see. 3 wild card teams. Yeah. So, but the way it works is the wild card teams don't play each other. They play the playoff teams.
Right.
So,
did you see how it's broken down? 2 plays.
Yeah. It's like a bracket. It's like the wild card is a bracket.
Correct.
So, interesting. Okay, so now if we go back to the playoff, that's why it's okay. So let me share that back. Let me share the screen again. Let's go back to the playoff picture.
Got anybody waiting in the wings to come on?
No, I don't think I sent the invite out early enough. So, no, that's not the one I want. Where is this one? I want this one. So I want to get rid of that one. I don't want that one.
Yeah, 2 versus 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. 1 has a bye.
Right.
Thank you, Eric.
Here we go. Okay. So now we can start looking at the teams. Now we're gonna share this and look at the games. So we have. So they didn't even get a touchdown. They were in the red zone before. They got a field goal, so it's 10-0. Pittsburgh's a bad team. They got. I bet you Roethlisberger hung on just to see if he could win another Super Bowl, but
ain't gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen. He's not a Brady, and I wonder who their second stringer is, and if he's going to be the next. Okay, so the Titans are bye. Chiefs play the Chargers. Bengals, Colts, Bills. So the Bills Patriots that's the tight game because that would be the boy, the Bills and Patriots could
be a game.
Yeah, but if Patriots win and Cincinnati loses, the Patriots are going to move. Oh, you know what? This is definitely not set in stone.
No.
Not at all.
And to answer your question, Mason Rudolph is the backup.
Mason Rudolph. You know what? If he's any as good as Wilma Rudolph, then they're going to be okay. If he's like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, he could still be okay. But,
and Dwayne Haskins is the number 3.
Number 3 has got no shot of anything. So the Rudolph guy, I wonder. We probably haven't seen it. You know what? Ben Roethlisberger's got the nose of a drinker. Little WC Fields-ish. So let's see. So of our 7 teams here, let's see. Titans. I'm going to eliminate the Raiders, Steelers, and Ravens. Even if the Raiders make it, I don't think they're. So Titans. Who do you know? The Chiefs are really
in control of this whole thing.
Chiefs are the best team. However, the Colts are a very good team. They had a bad start. Let's see, the Indianapolis, because they finished this, they lost majority of the game. They opened up the season 1-4, and they're right now. Even though they lost to the Raiders, that was a big loss for them because that messed everything up for them. 1-5, 5-1, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 8-2, 8. They're 8-3 in their last 11, and they're playing Jacksonville, so that's going to be a win. So let's see the teams they beat. They demolished Houston, which is not surprising. They beat a mediocre San Francisco, lost to Tennessee, which is important. Beat the Jets, no big deal. Beat Jacksonville, no big deal. Beat Buffalo, which is big. Lost by 7 to Tampa Bay. Demolished Houston again. Wow, they scored 31-0 and 31-3 against Houston. So total against Houston this year, 62-3. Wow. They beat the Patriots, and they beat Arizona. I think Indianapolis
has an outside chance.
I think they're a good team. That Remy they're one of our favorites. And I think the Chargers are too inconsistent. They're going to lose one of the games in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So Tennessee, I feel, is inconsistent also. I think they're an overrated 11-5. I think
I like Tennessee.
You do?
Yeah, from what I've seen, they're a good. I like their defense.
Yeah, yeah. And is Derrick Henry going to come back for the playoffs? Any idea?
I don't know.
That's where my sports gluttons people know all that stuff. They come in and they know all that stuff. So, Roethlisberger, he can't hit it. He can't even throw the ball anymore. He is so inaccurate. Okay, here's a replay. Two guys going up, a lot of hands on the guys, and a terrible pass.
Do you ever think he might be injured?
No, it wasn't that. It was a terrible pass. It was a terrible pass in the sense of he shouldn't have thrown it because the defender was all over the guy and almost intercepted the ball. He just shouldn't have thrown the ball.
He was trying to be a hero and thread the needle.
Yeah, and throw it over him, and he didn't. It was too close, too tight. So it's 7 seconds in the half, 3rd and 6. I never understand why, teams don't bother, throwing into the end zone for the last game. Maybe they don't want bad stats or something. But
what do you mean, a Hail Mary?
Yeah, I would always go for that in a halftime. So here's Roethlisberger over there taping it. They're making a big thing about this Roethlisberger last game. It's got to be emotional for him, but it doesn't. Yeah, he's a little teary-eyed, but he still is not having a great game. So they throw the highlight. The big highlight is the 6-yard pass in the end zone for him tonight, and that's what they're showing. So let's scoot over to the NFC now, and take a look at that one. So your Saints are in the hunt,
right?
Let's see who the Saints are playing, just to give you hope a little bit.
Saints are playing Atlanta.
Oh boy, which that could give them a win. That could go either way.
Yeah.
And he throws an interception to end the half.
But the key, who are the Rams playing on Sunday?
Okay, the Rams are playing. That's a big one. Rams are
playing.
And
49ers.
Rams are playing Denver. Rams play
49ers Denver. 49ers have to lose. Who are the 49ers playing?
Wait a second. I got something wrong here because in one thing I got the Rams playing Denver, and then I got San Francisco playing the Rams. So that ain't right. No. I don't know how to figure this out. Who's Denver playing? Denver's playing. All right, Denver's playing. Okay, it's interconference. So the rivalry. Denver's playing Kansas City. Rams are playing 49ers.
Right.
So
49ers have to lose for the Saints to make the wild card.
The 49ers have to lose?
I believe so.
I think that's a very good possibility because I don't even know if Garoppolo is playing. I think he's still hurt, and they didn't. Who did they just play? They played Houston. I was surprised they demolished Houston, but so if the 49ers lose, but the Saints got to win.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking for one thing.
Yeah. Amazing how the Cardinals became a wild card team.
Yes.
So I think the Cardinals, the Packers, the Bucks, the Cowboys, and the Cardinals. I think that's going to be a tough. I think that's going to be a tough one. So I think those are I think it's going to be Packers, Bucks, Cowboys, Cardinals.
The Packers definitively beat the Vikings by a score of 37-10 yesterday.
Oh, my Siri I just spoke to my Siri and it
come on
came up automatically. Packers demolished Minnesota. So oh boy. Okay, so all righty. I think It's going to be. I think it'll be a good playoff series. I think it's going to be. We're going to wrap this up. We're at the end of the half. The game is kind of boring. So Giants, Mike Glennon out for season finale. Quarterback needs wrist surgery. Will miss game versus Washington. So they're going to be up to their fourth string quarterback.
Oh, it's almost as bad as New Orleans.
Oh my God, they are in trouble. And I don't know who they're playing, but it don't even matter who they're playing because their season is over. They're playing Washington. And I don't think Washington's in the hunt for anything. So, nope. So, all righty. So,
okay, Brenner.
There's Lou. We're going to say goodbye to Lou. Lou, thank you for joining tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
It was a fun show. I liked watching the game. And
I'll go back to basketball now.
Go back to what do you got coming up?
I got the Pelicans are playing right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're watching?
I've been keeping an eye on it at the corner of my eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to probably.
They were down by 3 last time I looked. Utah, which isn't bad.
Yeah, that's good. I met the Utah GM at in the bubble, and I really wanted to give him some advice because I was watching the way their team played, and I really wanted to tell him some things. But I thought, yeah, you know what, I don't, because I'm pretty analytical when it comes to that. So,
yeah, I don't think you.
Yeah, I would have nothing to lose.
You never know. What's he going to do? Fire you?
No, I think he was a pretty cool guy. He was probably interested. He would have been interested. So, all righty. Well, Lou, thank you very much. So happy you could join. And so we'll say goodbye to Lou. Thank you for joining us. I'm in the dark here because I'm watching the game, but it's halftime and it's not such a great game. So there's no reason to watch anymore. And we went over went over the weekend's games and a little bit, and not sure if we're going to do Thursday, even though we have it Thursday, but I could be flying and in the air, so that's why I wanted to do a Monday. But then we're going to do some playoff coverage. So the NFL Pick'em Show was a special Monday night edition. You could watch the replay on Facebook, YouTube, and they're showing a Raiders replay. And you could go to America's Hottest Cheerleaders on Roku and Amazon Fire. That channel may change to Topa TV eventually. But right now, if you want to watch the Sports Gluttons podcast, go over to there. So I appreciate everybody coming on. Love it. Thanks, Eric, for your comments. Really appreciate that you participated. And they're showing the Dolphins-Titans debacle for the Dolphins in blues. A lot of blues going on. A lot of good colors this year. We'll talk about that. We'll have a special podcast on that. So thank you, everybody, and I will catch you next time.